She was dancing naked, Diddy confessed. Yes, Taylor Swift was. Did you watch the news? Diddy made a bold move today. He didn't just host another one of his star-studded parties. This time, he decided to share private moments that would send shockwaves across the internet. In an unexpected turn of events, Diddy leaked never-before-seen footage of none other than Taylor Swift, caught in candid moments that her fans had never witnessed before. The decision to release these clips was a bold and risky one that immediately ignited anger and controversy. For fans of Taylor Swift, this wasn't just another viral moment, this felt like a betrayal. Taylor, known for her carefully polished public image, was suddenly on full display, without her typical control over the narrative. The internet buzzed with heated discussions. Was this an invasion of her privacy? How could Diddy share something so personal without her apparent consent? The frustration was palpable. Swift's loyal fanbase, always quick to protect her, flooded social media with angry messages demanding answers. Why was she being exposed like this? But as the hours went by, the conversation shifted. Swift wasn't shown in a negative light, not at all. In fact, she seemed more human, more real. As fans began to digest the clips, the initial anger began to soften. The videos revealed a side of Taylor that few had ever seen, a carefree, joyful version of the pop icon, dancing and mingling with other celebrities at the party. She seemed relaxed, laughing freely and moving with ease, far removed from the stage lights and cameras that usually follow her every move. The tension didn't disappear, though. As viewers continued to dissect every second of the footage, one clip stood out, drawing even more attention. Taylor was caught in what seemed to be a heated discussion with another high-profile guest. The exchange, though brief, sparked a whirlwind of speculation. Was this a disagreement? What was said? The lack of context only fueled the rumors, as fans and critics alike began piecing together their own theories. Some claimed it was a simple misunderstanding, while others insisted that something deeper was at play. All the while, Taylor Swift and her team remained silent. No statement, no clarification, no attempt to control the story. This silence only heightened the tension. With Swift's reputation for being so meticulously in control of her image, the fact that she hadn't spoken out left many wondering, was she angry? Was she planning to respond? And how would this impact her? Meanwhile, Diddy, known for throwing legendary parties, also stayed quiet. His decision to leak the clips appeared deliberate, but his reasons remained unclear. Was this a calculated move to stir up attention? Or had he simply made a mistake? Regardless of his intent, the fallout was undeniable. Fans continued to debate whether sharing these private moments was an invasion of privacy, or just another side of celebrity life that people should get used to seeing. Yet, as the days passed, something unexpected happened. Rather than damaging Taylor Swift's image, the footage seemed to make her even more relatable. She wasn't just the untouchable superstar anymore, she was a person, dancing, laughing, and perhaps, even having a heated conversation, just like anyone else. The tension that had gripped the internet slowly began to transform. Fans started celebrating these moments, appreciating the rare glimpse into Swift's more personal, unscripted life. As the dust settled, the viral clips became less about controversy and more about connection. Taylor Swift's public image, always so carefully managed, had been challenged, but not in the way many expected. Instead of being seen as a victim of a privacy breach, she was embraced even more tightly by her fans, who admired her ability to remain poised despite the situation. Diddy's decision, once seen as reckless, began to look like a clever move, an unintentional revelation of a different side of one of the world's biggest stars. Despite the initial anger, the story ended on a positive note. Taylor Swift, always resilient, emerged from the situation unscathed, perhaps even more adored than before. Diddy's party and his decision to leak the footage became just another chapter in the ever-evolving story of Taylor Swift's life in the spotlight, adding a new layer to her already complex narrative. But the tension lingered. Taylor Swift's silence kept fans on edge, waiting for her next move. Would she retaliate? Issue a statement condemning the leak? As the world waited for her reaction, the narrative began to shift yet again. The initial shock was now evolving into curiosity. Fans speculated that perhaps Taylor was playing the long game. Maybe this was all part of a bigger plan, another calculated step in her ability to control her public persona. After all, Taylor had weathered storms far worse than this, and each time, she had come out stronger. The clips, though controversial at first, were revealing a truth about celebrity culture that was hard to ignore. In today's world, where every moment is curated for public consumption, seeing Taylor in an unfiltered light felt like a breath of fresh air. The tension, still there, wasn't just about whether the footage should have been shared, it was about what it represented. Fans were reminded that even the biggest stars are human, capable of joy, conflict, and everything in between. Some fans began to theorize that Taylor's silence was strategic. Instead of rushing to address the leak, she was letting the public see her raw, unscripted self. Maybe, just maybe, she knew that this new image would resonate on a deeper level. Her life, usually so controlled, was now unfolding in ways no one could have predicted, and yet, she remained at the center of it all, holding her own. As the conversation continued, something unexpected happened. The media, which had initially pounced on the controversy, began to take a more positive tone. Outlets that once focused on the potential privacy invasion shifted to praising Swift's ability to remain unfazed by the chaos. Diddy, too, began to receive credit. His party, initially the source of tension, was now being hailed as a celebration of celebrity culture in its most raw and real form. The clips, far from being damaging, had opened up a new kind of dialogue about fame, privacy, and the blurred lines in between. But the tension still simmered beneath the surface. Fans and critics alike continued to dissect the heated exchange in the leaked footage. Was it really a disagreement or just a misinterpreted moment? The lack of context kept the public guessing, and in the world of celebrity gossip, speculation is often more powerful than facts. The more people talked, the more the clips gained traction, and the tension between the desire for transparency and the need for privacy grew ever sharper. Still, through all the noise, the tone surrounding the incident remained mostly positive. Taylor, though silent, was being embraced even more fully by her fans. Diddy, too, saw his party, and the viral footage it produced, as a moment that added to his reputation as a key figure in the entertainment world. The tension, once so thick with anger and confusion, was now evolving into something more complex. It was a reminder that in the age of social media, every moment, whether intentional or not, can become part of a much larger narrative. And so, the world waited. The tension still hung in the air, but it was no longer defined by negativity. Instead, it had become a story of two powerful figures, Taylor Swift and Diddy, navigating the fine line between fame and privacy, between curated personas and real, human moments. The future of their relationship, both with each other and with the public, remained uncertain. But for now, one thing was clear: both had captured the world's attention in a way that only true icons can. As the clips continued to circulate, the conversation around them became less about scandal and more about celebration. Taylor's carefree dancing, her candid interactions, her brief but fiery exchange, these moments had transcended the usual gossip and become a testament to her resilience, her relatability, and her enduring appeal. Even in moments beyond her control, she had managed to turn the situation into a win, proving once again that Taylor Swift knows how to play the long game better than anyone else. And with Diddy's decision still looming over the event, the tension remained palpable. Would he ever clarify whether the leak was intentional? Or would the mystery only add to the allure of the footage, leaving fans to forever wonder about the story behind the clips? One thing was certain, this unexpected party leak had written another fascinating chapter in the ongoing saga of Taylor Swift's life under the spotlight. Yet, as the dust began to settle, a new question emerged, one that held the power to keep the tension alive for much longer. What comes next? The world was waiting, eager to see how Taylor, always a master of reinvention, would take control of this narrative and make it her own.